Hello everyone, so I have a video here showing Russian air defence getting destroyed in Zaporizhia. This video clip shows a cluster of SAM systems parked up in a field. The text translated from left to right says Buk, Buk, Mobile Group, and on the right, Tor. The next text on screen says Target start to flee. So it seems that the radars detected the spotter drone and sensing Doom approaching, it was decided to disperse the SAM systems here. The first target we see being hit is a Tor. You can see it's moving across a field and the drone hits it. Impossible to say the amount of damage caused here because of the low quality drone feed, but it definitely looks to survive, so damaged, not destroyed. Next, the text explains that Ukraine damaged the Buk and forced it to stop. You can see this one is smoking quite badly afterwards and isn't moving anymore. So this one definitely damaged enough to be abandoned. There's a small cut of a video, and we then see that same Buk just absolutely detonate the way Buks tend to do, giving us a very nice fireworks display in the process. Buk SAM systems always go off quite nicely, don't they? This is one of the most impressive detonations we've seen yet, and Buks have some very stiff competition in that department. I'm no expert, but I guess we can add this one as destroyed. The video then cuts to another vehicle being hit. This one, the text on the screen translates to this being a Bukanka, also known as the Scooby-Doo van. So not a SAM system here. The Scooby-Doo van implied to be attached to the SAM units here. So some great work by Ukraine. One Buk completely destroyed, a Tor damaged, and also a Scooby-Doo van as a Brucey bonus. Before we check where this is, I have some screenshots to go through. So you can see translated here, this shows two Buks and a Tor deployed in a field. I haven't seen this configuration of SAM systems before, Buks being deployed alongside a Tor. Usually, Tors are deployed close to the front as they're short-range systems, with the Buks deployed in the mid-range. I wonder if this might be because Ukraine has been smashing the Buk systems very hard this month. I'm going to have a look at total losses later. So Russia has deployed a short-range system near the Buk batteries to provide point-blank short-range air defence. Another possibility is a Buk battery usually consists of 3 launchers. Just 2 launchers are seen here. So it could be that this Buk battery has lost one of its launchers or it's down for maintenance. May have been destroyed, we don't know. And the Tor has been deployed with it to sort of fill the gap. Again, just a suggestion, I don't know how accurate that is. Finally, we have the mobile group, which I guess is the supporting vehicles, transporters, loaders, utility vehicles, and that sort of thing. You can see that Russia has actually deployed this battery quite well, with the units spread far apart. So if Ukraine, say, fires an attackers at them, all of them aren't going to be destroyed by one missile. And nor, if one detonates, is it going to, land on or damage the other units. So they've done quite a good job in deploying it in this regard. In this screenshot, the targets start to flee. So the UAV being used was a shark, and it seems like it was detected by Russia here. But Russia decided not to try and intercept it. A good call, really, considering what we've seen of Russian air defence in the past. It would have likely missed the UAV. Here, the explanation about the Tor being damaged. So it was hit by a drone, but damaged, not destroyed. On this screenshot, the Buk being stopped. So it was hit by a drone, damaged enough to cause it to grind to a halt. It was stationary for a while as there's a cut in the video. So I would guess that the crew got out and evacuated. I wonder if a Bukanka may have been involved in collecting them. And here, described by the text as a spare for Bukanka, possibly attached to this SAM battery. Or it could just be that Ukraine couldn't find the final Buk, but saw a Bukanka in this village and decided to just hit this instead. Now, let's check where this was. The geolocation done by Dominic on Twitter, and this shows the location of a Buk which completely detonated. So, positioned just north of this settlement in Zaporizhia, which I can't pronounce. All the other hits which we have, so on the Tor and the Bukanka, were all in the surrounding area. This is this area zoomed out, so you can see that this is located on the southern front. Now, Buks have different ranges depending on the variant used, but more commonly is a Buk M2 which have a range of around 40 kilometers, shown here. Now, I did suggest that the Tor was here as protection for the Buks, or filling a hole in the Buk battery because of losses. But what if these 3 may have been deployed here to protect something important in the area. I'm not sure what it could be. Officers' headquarters, maybe? But it could be that there's definitely something here in the area that warranted this much air coverage, as that is quite a lot for one area, I think. Additionally, this isn't really an area where we've seen too many Ukrainian airstrikes. I'd expect Russia to put its mid-range SAM systems in, say, Kursk or on the Eastern Front, where we often see Ukrainian aircraft carrying out airstrikes. I haven't seen too many airstrikes in this area, so an odd place for them to be. I'm definitely wondering if there is some sort of target here. For war spotting, we have 107 books listed as destroyed so far, plus an additional 21 as damaged. And check out how many of these were in May. 8 listed from May so far. That's a huge number of book losses this month, and is actually a bit on the small side, because I've covered in this month an extra 2 hit by drones, but war spotting does often let a few slip down the radar. Here's another one which hasn't been added yet. This one shared on May 24th, so it is recent. So this shows a Buk M3 in the field. There's also a support vehicle just behind it. The spotter drone tracks an FPV drone as it flies across the field and detonates on the Buk, creating a cloud of smoke which looks a bit like an octopus trying to start a fight. The Buk does start moving again after the hit, so it's damaged, not destroyed. You can see the support vehicle starts legging it as well. But this Buk, certainly damaged, but as we saw, hasn't been listed by War Spotter for some reason. So War Spotter's numbers are on the low side. And another one here that hasn't been added. This one shows a Buk SAM system parked up near a tree line, getting hit on the side. The crew running away before the hit. The drone hits the radar. There's a cut of a video and we see the same Buk now moving away. The first drone doesn't seem to have caused much damage, but the second one hits it on the side. So another Buk damaged here, but it's not sure how clearly. Possibly lightly damaged, which may be why it wasn't added to war spotting because the damage seems to be minor. Unfortunately, I don't have a geolocation for these. We could certainly add an extra 2 to the list of Buk strikes in May, plus the 3 which I mentioned earlier, 2 hitting Crimea and the other one which was damaged, which may have been decoy, it was unclear. I think the lack of spotter drone to record the outcome may be why those ones weren't added, but certainly war spotting's number is on the low side. But Ukraine certainly seems to be targeting Russia's mid-range air defense systems a lot this month, and with the uptick of Ukrainian airstrikes recently, including some by F-16 that we looked at yesterday, it does seem that these losses have caused a bit of a gap in Russia's mid-range air defense network, making the sky safer for Ukraine. Here's a photo of a Buk system, a medium-range SAM system from the 1980s. Russia had 310 in service at the start of the war, plus some in storage, so a pretty significant chunk of Russia's Buk fleet is now gone. And as a Brucey bonus here, our odd strike on a Russian radar. I don't know the radar type, but the drone used is odd. It actually detonates before the radar to hit it, as seen with the spotter drone view. I did wonder at first if the drone just fired a shotgun, but that wasn't the case as the drone is gone too. So the drone did detonate. You can see this drone has a sort of pipe attached to it. I wonder if this was intended to detonate as sort of fire shrapnel or force a blast through this pipe or something like that. I don't know. It's an odd one, and I haven't seen this type of drone before. So that's it for this video. Hope you found it interesting. I always enjoy seeing Russian SAM systems get hit. We saw a very nice detonation with this one. Now, I'm going to play a video from NAFO about the ongoing fundraiser with them, featuring new patches starring Muffin, my channel mascot, and Pet Rabbit. Big thanks to everybody who's helped out so far. I appreciate it a lot. Donation link is in the description. Thanks so much, and take care, everybody.
Good evening. We are a reconnaissance crew of a 3rd Assault Brigade. Since 2024, for many months, we hold the front line in the Kharkiv region. Non-stop battles require a lot of equipment. Therefore, we need help from you, our friends from Help 99 and NAFO. We really need DJI Mavic drones, specifically 8 Mavic 3T and 6 Mavic 3 Pro. Also, we have need of a pickup truck. Thank you for your help. Everything would be much harder without you. Слава Україні!
Героям слава!
UAV company split of 13th Battalion 95th Air Assault Brigade. We are in dire need of a pickup truck for evacuating wounded personnel and for completing combat missions. On top of that, we also need Mavic 3T drones to enhance our reconnaissance and combat capabilities. We ask NAFO and charity fund 99, Help 99, to provide us with said equipment. Glory to Ukraine.